Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. And the current time is 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what a beautiful day. Yeah, we have a 2 for Tuesday. Well, you'll see. Anyways, the first question I have is Mr. Gene Bromberg. You're one of my favorite subscribers, although I tell all my subscribers that. Mr. Gene Bromberg, let me start over. Mr. Gene Bromberg, what tobacco blends do you enjoy? Paul the Pipe Guy wants to know. So we'll get that right out there. So I'd like to hear a response. PG, I like this, and this, and this. Yeah. Can you do me that favor? Now, I have a lot of wonderful subscribers. And it's funny, I was thinking, 2 for Tuesday, I have a lot of things to do, but this channel and my subscribers are very, very important to me. So the things that I need to do, I'll do later. Let's set something on fire. Yeah. And you got to see this. You have to see how technically advanced that Paul the Pipe Guy is in actually setting this up. So lighting is important when you do a video. Preparation of your props and so forth to get your point across is important to me. And this is my camera stand. Yeah, it's you can see it's a Home One First Alert fire extinguisher box with 210s taped up to it. You get the point. Yeah, we are really high tech here at the Gilson house. Yeah, because it kept falling over, driving me insane. So anyways, Mr. Bromberg, I'd like to know what blends you like. What tobacco blends do you like? So we're going to set something on fire. And in the first pipe, we have our Peterson Dublin Edition XL24. I got this on special. It's the smooth version. I believe this is 10 millimeter. No, it isn't. But it does have a real good draw off of it. And so in that, we have one of my favorites that I haven't smoked in a while, some spark plug. Yeah. And this spark plug is by GLPs. I did do a tobacco review on it. It's awesome. And this is a fresh, open tin. I opened this a couple weeks ago. And it's plug tobacco. So we're going to start it on fire, Mr. Bromberg, with the Zippo that you gifted me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, it's 2 for Tuesday. Grab your pipe, your favorite blend, and your favorite beverage, and let's have a smoke together. Yeah. Yeah, a little char light there to get her going. I only have like a third of a bowl in this, so this might not reach all the way down to the bottom. We'll do the best we can. Spark plug. I smoked a bowl of this one night. And my roommate came home, who's a great father, all right, and came home and said, "What smells like oil or something like that?" Well, it's spark plug. It has a lot of Latakia in it. Mm. Oh, this is so good. Latakia is so relaxing. It's funny. I was preparing for Two for Tuesday, which sometimes takes a while. It does. I mean, I don't have all the fancy glitter and glamour. I just kind of roll with it, you know. Uh, I don't have the editing, whatever. You know, you get it. All right, I just roll. Uh, and Brad the Bearded Piper texted me and said, "Hey, you know, I forget which one it was, pipes and cigars, or I forget whatever. I get notifications from, but he says, I know you like Two Friends, and they're having a big sale on smokingpipes.com. Well, I says, thanks, Brad. And then the elusive pipe smoker, who I haven't heard from, who's my mentor. I do have a few mentors on there. The pipe smoker is very important to me. He really helped me get to the next level on like my tobacco reviews and pipe reviews and so forth. So thank you, Mr. Pipe Smoker. And I haven't heard from him in a bit. I thought he fell off the face of the earth. And then all of a sudden I get a text from him saying, hey, on smokingpipes.com, Two Friends is on sale. So two of my wonderful subscribers were looking out for me. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back with the weather in a nanosecond. All right, I told you we'd be back in a nanosecond. Yeah, a nanosecond. Ah, yeah. All right. So anyways, this is a blues band, Hohner International, which I actually received this harp it was in a case for a guitar that I purchased. It happened to be in there. This particular one is a blues band, Hohner International. Unfortunately, it's made in China, but actually the Chinese did a pretty good job on this one. But it's in the key of C. I used to have 4 harps. I used to have them in the key of C, G, E, A, and D. That's 5 harps. And then my wife used to let the kids play with them after eating popcorn. And one day, because you exhale and inhale, I sucked a popcorn seed down into my lungs and almost died. I was like, why do you let the kids play with? And I had the Marine Band ones. Those are the expensive ones. So not to get off track, but I do have a made in Germany one. It's coming, should be here Thursday. I can't wait. And that is in the key of G. This one's in the key of C. So I don't know, if you're a musician, you would understand that. I don't quite, I don't know. You get it, okay? So anyway, for our second pipe that we're going to light up, we have our 1937 Dunhill. Oh yeah, look at the briar on that. That is flawless. That is a Dunhill. I got a really good deal on this one quite a while ago. And in that, we have some Rever Plug, which really is only available in the UK. And this is a little bit dried out. I have to rehydrate it, but the UK doesn't mess around. I mean, on this one here, the spark plug, which is dated 9/29 of 2020, it says smoking can cause cancer on here or something like that. Sale only allowed in the United States. Warning, this product can expose you to blah, 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 blah. There's a little warning. The UK doesn't mess around, man. On the package of this, it shows some dude that's probably about 30 years old having a stroke. And it says, smoking causes strokes and disability. Get help to stop smoking at www.nhs.uk//quit. Yeah, you guys don't mess around in the UK. So let's spark up this dried out Rever Plug. And I'm sorry, Gene, I only have half a bowl here, so I'm going to refer to my Bic, although I love the Zippo. I do. Oh, yeah. So, the weather is gorgeous here in upstate New York, in the United States of America. When I got out of work, and oh yes, look at that, the Greek. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. That was gifted to me. This is gorgeous. Look at that, solid brass. Thank you, Mark. You're a very generous man. I love this tamper. I showed my son it yesterday. My 18-year-old son came home, and I says, look, all this stuff is going to be yours. I gave him instructions like, well, I've said this before. I have notes in every single pipe box or anything that's been gifted to me, who it's been from. When I pass someday, it's all going to be yours. And I want you to write when you got it, who you got it from, which is your dad. So there's a genealogy type of thing. So 200 years from now, when we're all gone, somebody might look at this in the beautiful box, find the notes and so forth that I've written in there, that my son will continue, or I will haunt him. No, I won't. And, because I own vintage pipes, and like this pipe, this 1937 Dunhill. And that's what I love about vintage pipes, especially vintage quality pipes. That one set me back a few pounds. I would love to have the story on this. I would love to know who owned it. I would love to have the original box, but I don't. But it's in pristine, like brand new condition. I'm not bragging or anything like that. But how nice would it be to have a genealogy of who owned this pipe and, to know about the people that owned it. I love history. I do. Again, thank you, Mark. Wow, I love this tamper. This tamper is solid brass. All you have to do is just let it sit. And I'm talking too much, and when don't I talk too much? Oh, yeah. So we do have one bush over here. One bush beer. Cheers. One bush beer. Oh, this Rever's so good. This one I don't normally clench my pipes. I just can't do it. Oh, yeah. So the rubber is 50 grams. And to get it here with shipping and everything is $1 per gram. I will order some more. So, a couple videos ago, no, we didn't do the weather. Oh, we did do the weather. I don't know. It's gorgeous here. Summer's coming. Spring is here. I can't wait. And I just can't wait. It's going to be a great summer. I'm 57 years old, and I'm only working one job currently. I stopped doing my business because I wanted a higher quality of life and didn't want to have to run a small business and work a full-time job. And I keep my budget low, you know. I'm a simple guy. Sometimes being simple is good. Materialistic things mean a lot to some people. They work and work and work and work and work. They have all the money and no time to spend it, no time to enjoy life. I did that for 40 years. I'm not going to do that anymore. Now it's time for grandbabies, garage sales, flea markets, work my regular job, which can support my expenses. I'm not rich, I'm not poor, and I'm not old, and I'm not young. I love life. I'm looking at the sunset right now. Actually, it's probably about at about a 25-degree angle. The current time here is 6:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, yeah. So, as far as the news, I haven't watched the news. This one's warming up a bit. We're going to let it rest. Haven't watched the news. I don't even turn it on. And a couple videos ago, I talked about diversity. And like I said, there's influences around the world. And they always, in the United States of America, which I love this country. I love my country so much. I do. I was very blessed to have been born here. I do want to do some international traveling. But there's so much diversity now. And it's created, like I was saying in my other video, by, I have to be careful about what I say. All right? I really do. But there's people and institutions in power that want to divide us. And it says, not to preach at you, but in this book, it says a house divided will fall. Don't remember what scripture that's from. And I'm not preaching, I'm just, look. So, let's take a little break, and I'll be right back. We're 19 minutes into this, all right? Paul the Pipe Guy will be right back after this station identification. Yeah. All right, and we're back, yeah. So, where was I? So there are certain people with agendas to destroy my country, to destroy maybe your country. I love my country. Our country in 1776, the United States of America, wrote the Constitution of the United States. Within that, there are many amendments. Okay, um, one of them is the right of free speech. That's the First Amendment, and our forefathers had in the United States had a lot of foresight. The First Amendment briefly, basically, well, let's light something on fire. Sorry, Gene, this won't reach the bottom. But that will. We used to be able to turn these up when we went to concerts, so you had a flame that high. Yeah, Led Zeppelin, the Kinks. Now they got to use glow sticks. Come on. The First Amendment in the United States basically says that Congress shall not infringe on anyone's right of free speech. And that's fine. But unfortunately, there's people and entities in power that are doing just that. And I really am treading a thin line here because I kind of have to dance around it, you know. Otherwise, those powers to be will shut me off of social media. That's the bottom line. So if you don't agree with their perverted, screwed up agenda, you get silenced. The only way you can do it is if you're a ham operator, radio operator, all right? The point I want to get across is when I was in health class, all right? Back in the 70s, late 70s. They taught us certain things. You guys know what they taught us in the late 70s and early 80s and into the mid 80s. This is where it gets tricky because I have to word this very carefully. I'd like to really blurt out how I feel, but I won't. I'm going to show some restraint. I'll give you an example. All right. I ran into a lady the other day that is from the country, and her husband was there, and he's a school teacher. They were both there, their kids were there. And they try all this stuff out in California and New York State. Now, look, you can have your opinion, okay, about anything. There's free speech. The teacher, the husband, and the wife decided they were going to homeschool their kids because the education, New York State higher education, is so effed up right now. All right? And I want to give you an example of that. You older gentlemen and some of the middle-aged ones and some of the younger ones, you remember when you turned about 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old, all of a sudden it's like, why am I getting hair under my armpits? What's going on with me? All of a sudden, girls didn't have cooties, all right? All of a sudden, girls were like, instead of thinking they were gross, all of a sudden you, as a man, became attracted to them. That's normal. All of a sudden, your hormones started rushing. And I remember, and I'll put it right out there, all right? I remember being in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, and all of a sudden, put it out there, all of a sudden you'd get called up to the board to do an answer to a question or a math problem, and being a very young man, certain hormones would kick in, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden something would come alive, if you remember that far back, and you didn't know what was going on. And I remember grabbing my folders and putting them in front of me, because I was basically, my John Thomas was popping a tent. And I didn't want the rest of the class. I got called up the board, okay? So I would grab my folder, put it over me, because, things were happening. And I would write the answer. I mean, maybe I had a 25-year-old teacher or something that was beautiful or whatever. Now I'm getting real here, okay? We all remember those days, all right? If the wind blew in the wrong direction, you would become aroused. Now, I'm treading on thin water here, okay? I'm trying to be real careful. And it was embarrassing, and it confused me. I remember being like, what is going on with my body? So I was talking with this teacher's wife at the local gas station, buying some bush beer, and she said, we pulled our kids out of school. And I said, why? And she says, well, they're teaching that there's like 6 different identifications now, and they're teaching that in our New York schools. Now look, I remember being a confused teenager. What's going on with my body? Why is there hair growing in places that wasn't there before? Why is this happening to my organs? You get what I'm saying. So you're confused. Maybe your parents didn't have the talk about the birds and the bees, but now what the educational system is doing here, they're interjecting, saying that there's 6 different identifications, all right? Birth certificates now in New York State are not listing male or female, all right? These people, all right, are screwing up the system, all right? They wait till the kids are right there at that certain age when you're going through those changes, puberty, all right? And it's messed up, man. They're already confused enough. And now you offer them 6 different genders to choose from? That's effed up. It is. And these kids are confused. I remember being a confused teenager. Like I said, not to repeat myself, I couldn't. You get what I'm saying, right? So the elitists are coming in, and they're giving these kids who are confused already choices that are effed up. It's unnatural. If you don't like what I'm saying, unsubscribe, all right? Do it right now. Hit the unsubscribe button. But I'm old school, all right? Look, if you have certain tendencies or whatever, I get that. Keep it to yourself. Don't teach it to my children, all right? We pulled our kids out of school too, all right? And they're doing online school where they're not subject to that. Now, down south and so forth, it's way different. But New York State and California, it's effed up. That's their agenda. They want to F these kids up, all right? So they're so confused. All the basic principles of godliness, and I'm not preaching, they go out the window, all right? And these are the people that in 20, 30 years are going to be leading our country. Piss off. I don't like the educational system. Anyways, I've said enough. We're running out of time. If you don't like what I have to say, unsubscribe. But I think most of my subscribers will agree with me. Paul the Pipe Guy, over and out.